Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Apex Investor. We're going to look at what happened today with MetaMaterials. Initially, I was tracking it today. This is being shorted like incredibly. So I thought, you know what, it's probably not. So I decided to just wait for the end of the day. And I'm going to look at it in real time. Well, not real time, but be surprised as to what happened. Looks like the Dow Jones was down 0.3%. Looked to be an overall uh, down day. Like everything seemed to go down, including GME and AMC right at the outset of the market when it opened. So I'm just looking at this all right now for the first time. Wow, new egg really dropped 16% today. Wow. Okay. DD is up 11%. Okay. Didn't see that one coming, but looks like they found support. Maybe they did. MetaMaterials is up. Wow. Okay. I thought it wasn't going to end on a plus, but it ended up in the green. That's a pleasant surprise. I was expecting it to be at $3. I didn't know, especially at the start of the trading session. It looked really bad. Um, so that's a relief. Um, Let me see what else is going on here, and that's why I like to check it at the end of the day, not in the middle, and just keep obsessing about it. And then some people end up getting emotional about whatever their stock is, and they end up buying or selling, and it's not a good equation. It is not a good situation to be in. Oh, you know what I should do is check, make sure the sound is working. Uh, I've had some sound issues in the past, so I'm going to just check this right now on my device here and see. Am I all right? Let's see if we're streaming right now. Oh, we are. Okay, good. All right, so we're back to our daily stock update here. I didn't see anything else moving too big. Canada is down, so I'm glad I sold that. Wow. All right. Yeah, it's pretty down everything else except for what I mentioned. B square's down as well, another 8%. I'm gonna look at that and see where do you want to enter in that stock. Clover's down as well. Wow, that's on a downward trajectory. I said this is a good buy. Uh, at a certain point, we'll just review that for you. Mavis is down as well. Microvision. Uh, Atos is up 13%. Wow, that's a good stock. Not to buy it at that price, but that it's rallying. LMFA is down 11%. And then the giants, I call them the giants of the stock market. Nokia is up almost 10% today. AMC and GME will end with those in terms of the stock updates there. And there's big news with MetaMaterials today, and we've got another blog post from our friend Kowalski there. So I'm going to look first at Newegg. Newegg is down 16%, 16.5%, $6 from $42 to 31. That was the low today. So let's look at this. Let's zoom out. This is a great stock, just not at this price. I was saying that you want to enter this stock at a safe entry point, which is between, let's say, $6 to the highest 10 at 10 at the highest, 6 to 10. But I probably want to get this at 6 to 8. But I mean, you could do worse getting in this at $6 to $10, and then just wait for your investment to go up. I mean, you could even get this, to be honest, at $3. So forget what I just said. It's really closer to 3. You want to get this between 3 to 7, 3 to 6. And 10, if you're really desperate, go for 7 to 10. But you know what? I'm not going to be desperate. I'd rather get it for 3 to 6. But then again, $10 isn't exactly a bad plan either. And then you can sell this tenfold. You can either multiply your portfolio by 10 or multiply it by 4, 3 or 4. But that's still a good investment. So Newegg is a great stock. It's continuing to fall as I've kind of forecasted. We can see that, it was up at 71 just not even a week ago, $71 and all the way down to $31. So that is a steep fall. And it's going right back down to the support levels. Like I said, it's below 20. 20 is not support. You're looking at $3 to $10 for this. And that's in the long term, looking at the next, 1 to 2 years, possibly. We'll look at MetaMaterials last. Let's look at B Square. Another great stock will really help you do a killing in the market. But that's down 8% today, 8.5%. Um, what I forgot to do is look at the volume for what I just looked at. Newegg, so I have to go back and look at that before I continue on. But let me just say the entry point for B Square, you're looking at anywhere between $1 to 250. $1 to 250 is your entry point there. So just be safe with that one. And you could definitely, flip that or sell it at $4. So you'll double your portfolio, or maybe even quadruple it if you wait for a $7, $8. That might happen, but you know what? Just be safe and set it to at least four, maybe higher. Yeah, four to five. And let's go back to Newegg just to see the volume there. Volume for this one was below average for B Square. Newegg, I suspect the volume was a little high because of people selling off. This is really fun for me to do. I'm doing this as a video, as a live stream. I just do this for fun. Like, I just love doing this to look at these numbers going up, going down, whatever. The the volume is above the average for Newegg at 3.2 million. Clover Health is the next stock, another great stock. I mean, a lot of channels, I know Alpha Strategies, Alpha Stock Strategy said this, that a lot of channels push stocks that are already going up, and they like to push stocks that have yet to go up. And I think this channel is very similar, that I'm not looking at stocks that have, already gone up like 100% or whatever, great crazy amount of percentages. I'm looking at stocks where, although they're going down or whatever the case, we're looking at the best entry points. We're not looking at, just buy the stock just because I tell you to, or whatever it is, or it's a hot stock, is the trending meme stock. No, we're looking at the stock in a long-term investment angle or perspective. So Clover Investments is a very good stock. You're going to make a killing with this. I wish I had more money to, to invest with, but I put it all in MetaMaterials for now. But Clover is great. It's a great buy anywhere between $6 to, I'd say the highest is 750 to $8. Um, I play it safe and just go with $8 or 750, but at the most 8. So it is getting to that point of, a strong buy. This is a strong buy at $6 to 750, even $8 if if you really believe in the stock, and I believe in it. But I mean, the lower you buy it, the better. And your entry price, whatever you buy your stock at, will make you or break you. So, and this stock goes uh, regularly at $17 and 14, and it was most recently at the all-time high of 22. So you can flip that if you buy it at the low price of, I feel like a salesman, car salesman, but $6 to 750. If you're desperate, and I don't think you should be, but $6 to $8, then $8 should be the most. Don't go any, don't buy any higher than 8. Um, and you can easily sell this at around 14, 14.20. So you would at least double your portfolio. That's pretty good. 100%. Yeah. What's the volume for this? This is below average. Okay. Atos or Atosa Therapeutics. This is up 13%. Not a buy right now, obviously, because you'd be chasing it. But the support levels, or AKA entry points, you're looking at anywhere between a dollar to as high as, going to be careful here, but I'm going to say, oh, just be careful. You know what? One to two, 250, 1 to 250. At the highest, I'd probably get it at the highest at three. I wouldn't go any more higher than, don't go any higher than three for Atosa. But if you do buy this at, like I said, a dollar to 250, you would probably quadruple your portfolio. But if you buy at three, you'll just double it. But you know what? Just doubling your portfolio is very good. And the volume is above average, almost about double it. Yeah, double the average volume. So that's all for that one. Now take a look at Ocugen. I haven't looked at the stock in a long time. I just want to see, is there really good potential with the stock? Because I haven't really reviewed this one in quite a while. Yeah, actually, it is a pretty good stock. Entry point, you're looking at the entry point you want to buy the stock at, Ocugen. The volume is a lot lower than the average, and this graph is taking a while to load. So please bear with me for the moment. But the 52-week range, 19 cents to $18. Are you kidding me? Okay, so you're looking at an entry point of, I'm gonna say, a dollar to the highest. You know what? I'd be careful with this one. I'm gonna say a dollar to $3. You want to be careful with Ocugen here. This could go right back down to a dollar. So I'm gonna say a dollar to the highest three, and then flip this, sell it at what is that price? Looks like at least that's not a 10. No, that's 15. So if you buy it at three, realistically, you could probably get this at five or less. But I'm going to be a little cautious here. I feel like this might break support of $5. This might go below five. Could go to four. So, okay, you know what? Make that 1 to 4. 1 to 4 is a little bit risky, but not as risky as buying it at five. I feel like it will break support, uh, and then sell it at least 10 to 15. And you would be, oh man, you'd be quadrupling or quintupling your portfolio. That's a really good buy when you think about that. Wow. I should re-add that. Oh, it's already in my watch list. So Alkagen's a pretty good buy too, but hasn't had a long history of being a great buy. But just be careful with biotech companies. So we're gonna look at AMC and then GME and then MetaMaterials and then go to Reddit. Look at all the boards and then the blog, and then finish off with the comments there. So AMC saw a volume of about half the average, and it was ranging between 38.70 to 42.14. This is on the decline, as I've been saying, and we can just see that the squeeze is pretty much, it's dying down. I'm not gonna say it's over, but it's definitely losing momentum. It is from 60, I should say 72.60. The high was 72.62. That was when the short squeeze really reached a fever pitch. And this is trending downwards to probably going back down to 20, the $20 levels, $20, $30 levels. It's already broken support of 40. So it's actually down another 5% after hours. So it actually has $37 right now, as of right now. So it is down a total of 12%, just over 12% now, including the after hours. So this is definitely trending downward. I see true support, and I hate to say this, but just being factual, again, I don't want to sugarcoat anything on this channel. The true support for this stock is between $5 to $10. That's true support. So if it hits 10, that's a solid buy. It's a very strong buy at that point, 5 to 10. $20, I don't know, kind of iffy. It might actually get support at 20. It actually might. I feel like $20 might be your more realistic level of support for AMC. Okay, GME. GME is also down today. Um, it's just loading here. It's down a total of about 5%. So not as steep a drop as AMC, but still down and below $200. The volume was about a third or less than a third than what it usually does. And, when it reached its short squeeze, that was really back in January when it went up to 480 and went up just over 300 when AMC hit their short squeeze. So I see this going right back down to actually true support. And I hate to say this, but just again being realistic, I don't want to sugarcoat anything. The true support is between 40 to 100, 40 to 100, actually maybe even 120. But I was saying 140, but I'm actually feeling a little more bullish on this now. I feel like this is going to be shorted. They're taking a little longer to execute their plans. Ryan Cohen's a great CEO, don't get me wrong, but it's going to take a little longer than maybe they planned. And AMC has a lot more potential going forward than GME just because of the movie theater situation. A lot of movie theaters are opening up and they're pretty much at full capacity in a lot of places in the United States. Box office is recovering tremendously. You have the box office numbers, the weekly grosses almost at pre-pandemic levels. So that's very good news. And these movies aren't even that good. I mean, Black Widow compared to, I mean, I'm not trying to criticize movies, but just being truthful, I don't think that Black Widow was as good as Iron Man. So, I mean, really, it really isn't that good compared to the best of the best. But anyway, regardless of my opinions, it's people actually wanting to go back to the theaters, get that authentic, big screen experience with the movie. I mean, not the movie, the popcorn, the whole shebang. So I don't remember the last time anyone said shebang on the internet, but I just did. Anyhow, so that's the story of the GameStop. So it is down a total of looks like what's that? About 6% now. It's down 177 as of right now. So that is trending downwards, probably going to hit those levels of support that I was mentioning, 120 to 140. And if worse comes to worse, it will go back right down to, $40, 40 to $50 levels, maybe even 60. Uh, so that one, I'm a lot more bullish compared to AMC, ironically, because I was Team GME all the way at one point. MetaMaterials had quite a day. Wow, it really they found support. I think that's what happened. It found support, solid support at $3.51. That's where the volume really kicked in. Once it hit that price point, it just like gangbangers went up to the high of 420 for today. No pun intended with the memes with the 420 and all that 69s and all that stuff. Volume was 49 million. Wow, so that's pretty good. I mean, that's almost triple the average. That is really good. That's a good sign. So, when we looked at AMC short squeeze, when we looked at the GME short squeeze, it was volume. It usually is that case where you have volume driving the price up, just a sheer amount of volume driving the price up, and then you get the opposite where you have a lot of people who either are holding or then a lot of people are selling, or it's like a ghost town. So what happens is where you have very little volume coming in, that actually drives the price down. So you do need the volume, whether it's buying or selling. It doesn't have to be only buying. It could be selling as well, because what that selling will do when you trigger an RSI that is low enough, you're going to get some people such as myself who are waiting for that entry point that they've been waiting for, whether it's, B Square or Clover, one of these big companies, or maybe it's MetaMaterials where you're all hyped up for, the potential deal with Tesla or whoever, Boeing, Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin, all these huge, you know, government-backed companies. Department of Defense is funding them, billions of dollars going into these companies. So yeah, MetaMaterials is a lot of eyes on it. I mean, obviously with the volume of 49 million today, and yeah, they did do a reverse stock split, so that means that there's a lot less stock to short. There's a lot less float out there to short, so that is actually good. I mean, yeah, I do have complaints about it, but big picture, they actually made a very smart strategic move there with the reverse stock split. So I'm going to zoom out here. So we can see, yeah, the support was definitely 350. I kind of misjudged it. I thought support was actually I thought support was $5. Went down to 4. I thought, oh, it's not going to break 4. It broke 4, and I thought it's not going to break 3. Well, it didn't break 3, not yet, at least. If it breaks 2, if it goes down to $2 support, I'm going, oh man, you know what? I'm just gonna keep the faith. I believe in what I invested in. I believe in this company. It's just a matter of time. And when I say matter of time, it's not a matter of a week or 2 weeks or 2 months. It's going to take at least until April 1st, 2022. That's what I said yesterday, which is, what is that from now? That's like 5 months plus another 4. So about 9 months, about a baby, the time that it takes a baby to come out. Um, so 9 months. Just give it 9 months from now, and we'll see where that is. And like I said, if the price of metamaterials is below $4 come April 1st, 2022, I'm shutting this channel down. I'm just going to delete it all altogether. I'll just stop doing this. Maybe I might do something else in terms of investing, like channel, but maybe not. I don't know. But I made that bet on on this channel. So it looks like, well, it's below $4 today, but will that be the case April 1st, 2022? We'll see. So that's all for the stock update. I'm going to move on to Wall Street Bets. Before I go there, there's a press release from MetaMaterials today. I don't know if there was any more than what was released, but this is directly from MetaMaterials because I did receive the email as well. And the title of this article, it says Meta to present at Access to Giving Virtual Investor Conference. So it's a conference on the 15th, which is 2 days from now. So it says here, MetaMaterials. I wish they had the stock ticker Meta, META. It would be a lot better than MMAT. But anyway, it does say they announced they will be presenting at the Access to Giving Virtual Investor Conference, which is being held July 13 to 15. So George Palikaras, the president and CEO, as well as Ken Rice, the CFO and executive vice president, will present at the conference. So there are going to be 50 plus companies presenting, and they are scheduled, to present on the 15th. That is a Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So that's in the middle of the trading day. That's going to be very interesting. If it's huge, if it's a big deal, we might see the stock react. But you know what? Even if it isn't, just them making any kind of public presentation, a conference might move it. But we'll see what happens. I'm very excited for that. That's in 2 days, less than 2 days. So I'm going to open up MetaMaterial subreddit. In the meantime, I'll look at that right after Wall Street Bet. So, and before I get there, I'm going to look at FinViz. I love going there just to see who are the big losers, big winners, and unusual volume, those kinds of things. So let's take a look at that. FinViz. All right, and we got the biggest loser of the day is SGOC. That is down 52%. That is a Hong Kong conglomerate, and you know what? I am not bearish on Hong Kong. I'm very bullish for Hong Kong. I believe that they're separate. I mean, you can't really compare them to China. They're really in uh, their own level. They're on their own level. Okay, MDIA. Can't speak for this company, but SGOC. I don't know anything about them, but they are down 52%. And Vivo, what is that? Meridian Bioscience. Okay, I thought it was a different Vivo. I don't know, recognize any other ones. Zella is up. Okay, and the big winner today is AHPI, Allied Healthcare Products. They're up 128.79% from $4 to 12, almost $12 today. Man, that's a big gain. And I don't recognize anyone else here on the big winners. Yeah, okay. Unusual volume. We've got 4. Let's just see if there's a buying opportunity. Nope, not that one, not that one, not that one, and not that one. Okay, so no, no buying opportunities there. Let's move on to Wall Street Bets. And we're just gonna look at the ticker symbol, see what's trending. Again, I take everything I read here with a mountain of salt. I do perceive that what is this with a woman that's like half naked here? I don't know what that's about. But okay, I'll look at the comments and see what that's about. Why are they posting that? It's only Tuesday. Okay. Okay, there's a marijuana bill being introduced. And the reason why I steer clear of the cannabis stocks is because uh, in Canada, that's already legal for the most part. But those companies that wanted to, make a killing in that industry, it didn't come to fruition as a lot of people had expected. So just use Canada as a canary in the coal mine situation. It probably is not going to take off in the United States either. Just my gut feeling there. So very bullish or bearish, I should say, on the cannabis stocks. And just by principle, I don't think that's a good idea to invest in something that ruins a lot of people's lives when they abuse it. Uh, it can be good for medicinal purposes with chronic pain and things like that, but for the most part, it is being abused. Let's just face it; it's being mostly used for recreational purposes, not medicinal use. MetaMaterials reached the first page again. Wow, that's great. So this is literally what posted this. This is in the top 10 posts. MetaMaterials is up there again. Maybe that's what drove up the volume. Is Wall Street Bets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think is literally the 10th post. Oh, 11th post. Okay. It's got 413 updates. So I'm going to upvote that. So MetaMaterials is trending on Wall Street Bets. That is humongous. That is great. Clover Health is there. Great stock. I have no disagreement with that. Uh, GME up there. You know what? That's good. Sava. I don't know what Sava is, but that's there. Cassava Sciences. Uh, so this is to do with an Alzheimer's drug. I'm going to look this up. I'm just kind of curious because that is to just about Sava stock and see is there potential there because that's an interesting market to treat Alzheimer's, and if it is successful, that's going to be massive. So let's look at this Sava stock price. Okay, so they actually got me hook, line, and sinker for the first time in a while because of the Alzheimer's thing. So let's see. This might move just because of Wall Street Bets. Just whoa. Okay, this is $100 stock. This was ranging between 278 to 117. So this is a big chase right now. It's up 4% today. You want to get this. What's the entry point? Let's wait for the graph to load. Wow, imagine buying this at $2 and then pretty much your portfolio will increase by 50 times. Yeah, this really took off like gangbusters. This really, wow. This was literally a dollar in 2018 and then 150 just a couple years ago. Looking at In August 2020, this was at around $3. December, it was at just under 10. It exploded in February to 55 and exploded again to 100. This really is a Wall Street bet stock. I'm going to add this to my watch list. That is an interesting play. I'm not saying I'm going to buy this, but just interesting to watch it. This is something really remarkable. So support levels, you want this between $3 to as high as looks like a lot of the volume was right at 20. So that's quite a range, I understand. So I'm going to say 10, I should say 3 to, you know what, play it safe and just say 20. No, actually 10. 3 to $10, and if you're really desperate, maybe 20. I feel like it might break support, but you never know. I mean, this is an predictable looks like it's just going up, but you know what? It will go down again. We don't know where the real support is, but it's looking like 3 to 10, maybe even 20. So if you average that, might be 15, but I'm going to say 3 to 10 just for now. But 15 might be safe as well. But this is a very interesting stock to look at, Sava, SAVA. Okay, so that's that one. Sophie, got to mention there. I think that's all for Wall Street bets. Nokia is up there. Okay. Wish. Wish is just fading away. NASA. Actually, you know what? NASA could sign a deal with MetaMaterials. I didn't even think about that because in their space shuttles, they could use their film to deflect and reflect the not only lasers but even the solar beams and increase their solar panels too to absorb more energy. So NASA could actually do a deal with MetaMaterials. I didn't even think about that. That's actually a massive potential deal there with NASA. Okay, so DD has a competitor in the form of Cow Cow. So they're just saying that it's kind of screwed, DD. Okay, so I'm going to look at the tabs I opened. I have two. One's with that lady. I don't know what that's about. Kind of like clickbait there. This lady wearing like a bikini or something. Says she's got a message for you. Um, all right, I'm not sure how long this is or what this is about, but it's 29 seconds. Okay. So this Wall Street bets. They mix the stock market with sex. So let's see what it. Buy the dip. Okay. I don't think there's sound on this. Oh, there it is. There's sound or not. Okay, that is just so clickbaity. That was, I don't know. All right. Well, anyway, MetaMaterials insiders buying. It says MetaMaterials insiders buying large amount of shares. So I'm going to upvote that. It's at 419 right now. Since insiders have unique insights into MetaMaterials, they will buy shares. Oh my goodness, what happened here? They will buy shares. Oh, what happened? Okay, I have to wait for that to load again. I save my drink for later on. So, since insiders have unique insights into MetaMaterials, they will buy shares when they believe the stock is undervalued. That's why people pay attention to insider buying. Oh, if the insiders believe this is a bargain stock, maybe you should consider buying it too. Their filings are here. Other noteworthy news, there's a bunch of links. Meta is still on the SHO threshold list. Whoa. Yeah, that's a really good point. Actually, I forgot about that. July 2nd was the first day in the list. That makes July 13th the seventh day in the list. Supposedly, they have to cover some shorts on the 13th day on the list. So That would be 2 weeks from the second. So we're looking at July 16th will be a very big day. I don't know what day that is. That'll be 14, 15. So Friday, this Friday might be huge. Thursday, Friday. Great post. Really good post. Hopefully it rises now that the merger looks complete. Short interest was ridiculous in the words of the CEO. Let's burn the shorts. So much potential with or without a squeeze. I think Fintel had it at 6th place last time. I've seen it, but once mass production gets going, Meta will be reaching for the stars. And I'm really feeling a tingle in the back of my neck. And no, it's not somebody behind me, but I feel like this is going to be the next Tesla. I feel like that might be a potential scenario here. So somebody posted 100% of his portfolio. I'm like 99% of my portfolio with Meta right now. And a lot of people are doing the SOB I'm in meme. Oh man, this is really wow. Wall Street Bets is just doing a great thing right now. People are so bullish on this. So people are just wow, it's gotten a lot of feedback. This is great. Okay. So people who are shilling and, putting the stock down, they're getting downvoted. But so this has got 415 upvotes and how many responses? Like hundreds probably. It's gotten 175 comments. So the OP, it says NASDAQ SHO threshold list. This is a threshold security, is an equity security of an issuer that is represented. Okay, blah, blah, blah. What does that mean? Failed to deliver at a registered clearing agency of 10,000 shares or more. The level of falls, hold on, falls or fails? Fails is equal to at least 0.5% of the issuer's total shares. The security is included on a list of self-regulatory organization. And then we have the list here, threshold security list. And Meta is there. They're right there. S, Y, and N. So, wow. That really went under the radar. I haven't really been covering this aspect of it. So this is actually a very big uh, factor in play. Not only do they have the press conference presentation there at 2 p.m. on the Thursday, but the following day, actually maybe even the same day, this should be where they have to cover. Maybe on the Thursday, but we'll see. If it happens Thursday, then great. But if it happens Friday, whatever. But I expect this to go up most likely by the end of the year, December 28th and thereafter, and then leading up to April 1st, which I'm just giving them that grace amount of period, a grace of 3 months of grace period to get their act together. Not get their act together. I mean to give out the dividend is what I'm saying. Not, they already have their act together. It's just settling getting all the merger things complete. So that's all for that. I'm gonna check now the MetaMaterials subreddit. All right, short squeeze is on. Okay, wow. Just like that, eh? This is me today with Meta. Okay, sure. We did it. We fought hard and closed in green. Yeah. Who's been averaging down? Yeah, we've been averaging down, definitely. Reversal day. Okay, I'm going to look at this. Oh, there's a glass partnership? Wow, okay, that's interesting. Short squeeze in the making. According to Yahoo Finance message board, that's a great source. Yahoo Finance conversations. It's funny I laugh about this because I actually do check that, but it just find that you use that as a source is interesting. MetaMaterials has about 50% short interest. Holy, that's a lot. 2% of the float is held by institutions. 4% is held by insiders, according to Yahoo Finance stats. So 50% could be naked shorts. We don't know, but there's 50% short interest. That's going to be a killing. This is going to explode probably to 20, maybe 40. I don't know. We'll see. Wow. This is this is really going to explode. So just buckle up your seatbelts. Don't give up on this stock. It is not, as Trey says, this is not a dead cat by any means. Very pleased to see the sector and industry category updates for Meta today on Nasdaq. So they finally updated that. So maybe that is what reversed it a little bit. So July 15th, I mentioned this already. Market cap is updated on FinViz. It says, what is that? 1 point something billion. Well, anyway, it's over a billion. I'll open that too. Biggest glass manufacturer in the world is one client. There is some PR, George, which you stated in Wall Street interview. Same for Tesla too. What? Okay, wow. I got to open that. I didn't know they're the largest glass manufacturer. That is pretty big. Wow. I'll open George. Okay, this is just going crazy right now. They really want the stock to stay down. Uh, Look at the buys and sells. It's all algorithm trading for you. Okay, yeah, I believe it. I believe it. We've seen it before, the AMC and GME, and we're seeing it with this. So the sector and industry has been updated. Sector is technology, industry semiconductors. Wow, that looks really good. That really looks very beautiful. Keep buying the ask. I plan to do this every 2 minutes. Wow, people are just buying this just like crazy. What is going on? Wow, I'm happy today. Wow, this is great. What a turnaround. Please read for all you people that got in Torchlight. Okay, I'll read it because he said please. I have like 10 tabs now. MetaMaterials Samsung partnership? No way. Get the heck out of here. No way. Wow. Wow. That can't be true. Come on. That's too good to be true. I didn't even think about that. Buy sell ratio 3-to-1 hold. What are they saying? What? I don't see Meta here in this list. I have to open this in another tab. I have a lot of tabs open right now. Okay, they're saying this the metamaterials sell walls or selling walls look eerily similar to AMC's. Wow. Oh man, this might be wow, this might be okay. So I did miss out on the AMC short squeeze. So this might be maybe just like even Steven. We're just I don't know, but we'll see. I don't know what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to George Palikaras, going to his Twitter. George Palikaras. How do you spell that again? Oh, there it is. Palikaras. Well, there. Um, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. This is so crazy. Like, it's just exploded out of not out of nowhere, but I didn't realize that this form is exploding. Short squeeze is on. According to Yahoo Finance, short interest is 50%, with institutions owning 2%, blah, blah, blah. By those numbers, retail would need to hold at least 44% of the shares for Meta to really skyrocket from a squeeze, so that there is no float left to buy back from, especially if we can diamond hand it like the apes, the AMC apes. Ortex is reporting shareholder utilization is around 71%. Yes, you heard that right. 71%, well over the 44 needed to skyrocket. Wow. Wow. Okay. I don't believe Vortex, but you know what? If that's true, holy smoke. That's amazing. Anyone hear the shorts crying? Yeah. Wow. Wow. This does not mean a short squeeze will happen overnight. They take patience and diamond hands by the dips. It takes patience, is what he's saying. Has so much potential. So I mean, I didn't even think about a short squeeze. I'm just thinking this is a good stock. I'm not even thinking about a short squeeze, but that's just going to add to the fuel to the fire. So yeah, it won't happen overnight. It's going to might take until Friday. Could happen this Friday. It could happen in the next month. But looking at AMC, that was down from February to June. So that took like 4 months. It might take 4 months. It might be December where we see short squeeze if that even happens. But again, I don't want to predict that it's going to happen. We really don't know. We don't know. But the facts are facts, and 50% uh, short interest is 50%. So that is a fact. And Ortex is throwing a number out there, saying it's 71% utilization. So there aren't too many left, meaning a short squeeze is very much possible. It is in play. Wow. 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 Whew. Okay, what's the next one? I can't wait for the next post here. Reversal day. Okay. Saying, what is he saying? July 13th charting. So this guy's really doing his DD here. Well, it looks like all the people from AMC GMA kind of like came over to Meta. I don't know. We all just jumped on board at the same time. We all have the same instincts. I don't know. So this guy's just throwing out the facts here in the graphs. Key resistance and support. He's saying the support is 350. I agree with that. Resistance, I don't think it's anywhere near there. I think resistance is $20 plus, maybe even 40. Shares on loan increased by 2.48 million from 23.87 million. Free float now stated as 89.52%. What the heck does that mean? Okay, I don't even know what that means. 10.36 of the free float is on loan. Utilization at 78%. Wow. So there's almost no shorts or shorts. There's no shares left to short. It's really dropping. Cost to borrow is down to 24%. So the price is still pretty high compared to when I looked at GME, AMC, the cost to borrow was a lot less, significantly less than this. So this is a high uh, cost to borrow. Estimated short interest of the free float up roughly 5%. Turn off lending. Why help them? Yeah, we turn off lending, definitely. There's a lot of posts here. Wow. A glass partnership. So George Polikaros discusses Asahi Glass as a current partner. They are the largest. Asahi Glass is the largest glass manufacturer in the world. Oh my gosh. Tesla Motors is a client of Asahi Glass. This is the type of news we need. Let's go. Let's go already. Wow. Wow. Oh my, they are, wow. What is this obsession with Tesla? They're only the biggest EV manufacturer in the world, and Asahi probably makes glass for other companies, not just Tesla. It's kind of small potatoes if you're just looking at Tesla. Probably make glass for a lot of different companies. Otherwise, they wouldn't be the largest glass manufacturer, just making it for Tesla, would they? Great news all around. So I'm opening a bunch of tabs that are, wow, this is just gangbangers. This is crazy. AGC, what is AGC? AGC Automotive? Okay. OEM glass. I'll look at that. Oh, this is Asahi, isn't it? AGC's Asahi? Sounds Japanese. Okay, so it's taking a while to load. My computer's a little faster now for some reason. Okay. So they have a deal. They're working with MetaMaterials, AGC, the largest glass manufacturer in the world, that supplies glass for Tesla. I mean, that's only the glass aspect. That's not even to do with heads-up display. It hasn't to do with solar. Wow, that is great. Okay, so it says here on Twitter, there's a tweet here from who is this? MetaMaterial and News. Okay, I'm gonna follow that channel. It's taking a while to load. So we have a total of looks like 8 more tabs to read. So Pelikaras discusses Asahi Glass as a current partner. Listen here on this webcast. Wow, that just went under the radar, didn't it? Oh man, this is crazy. Like, wow. Oh man, that is a Tesla connection if I ever saw one. Is this accurate? Market cap is updated on Finviz. So it was updated. It is true. You want to know why? Go back and look at the failure to delivers Torchlight had before the merge. It was so bad it started metamaterials on the SHO uh, list off the rip. They've been beating this down ever since to shake people out. It's the most violent I've ever seen 50% short volume daily, steady 10 to 15% drops daily. They're desperate for shares here, and the stock is acting oversold. It's acting that way. It's like an illusion. They're showing us the fake price. It's all mental. With AMC, GME, the price was mental. It was psychological. It's probably the better way to say it. So it's acting oversold. Yet the only thing increasing is the short interest, meaning the hedge funds, uh, you know, meaning we, the retail investors, are not selling for losses. It's going to be interesting to see how it pans out. Pretty sure if you own a decent amount of the stock, it is a naked short. So when the stock split, Torchlight went from $11, around 11, $12, right back down to $5. I picked up a lot of shares at $5. I thought, okay, that's a good price. Little did I know that the reverse stock split would bring the price to $10. So I felt like I lost money, and then when they dropped down, they drove down the price from 10 to where we are now, around, what is it, $4? Man, that is a steep drop. So yikes! I was just, you know what? I'm not going to lie to you, but I was concerned. I'm going, okay, what is going on? But now that I see what's going on behind the scenes, and people are doing the due diligence, they're doing the research. You have to prove what they're saying, and I looked into it, and you base it off experience from AMC, GME, and you have to come to the conclusion that it's a war of attrition. Who will be the most patient? Who will have the self control to say, no, I'm not selling my shares for $4, for $5, for $6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I know this is worth at least $20, at least. And if you're buying this at $3.50 or $4 or $5 or whatever price you bought it at, most likely it was not $20 per share, because, at the highest it was at, I think, $10 when it went public as MetaMaterials. So you will be doubling your investment at the worst. At the worst. At the best, you will be, what is that? 350. When you divide 20 by 350, that's 5. So you will make your portfolio times 5. So if your portfolio is worth 10,000, you will have 50,000 by the end of that. Maybe more if you just hold on to it longer. So this is quite amazing. Really good developments going on with the metamaterials today. And I thought this was going to be a red day for us, and it isn't. It wasn't. So yeah, people are just. It's looking like the AMC GME subreddit when it just started. It's it's genuine, authentic excitement. These are not shills. I can tell just by the low IQ, not low IQ, but I mean the vibe of, excited people, just regular people. Biggest glass manufacturer in the world is one client. So that's some PR. All right. A reminder, Torch times Meta is not an official account. It isn't, but that's still relevant. Still relevant and still factual. Okay. MetaMaterials update. Okay, so this is the yeah, so someone posted a link to that blog that I'm going to read last. Please read. For all you people that got in Torchlight, now known as MetaMaterials, and are angry at the losses, listen up. I'm such an idiot. I was wondering how they could short this so much. If retail owns it and just saw this, they've been using my stock to short it and screw me over. I'm sure they're doing the same to you if you're using Webull. So turn stock lending off immediately. That is the PSA here. I think AMC and GME, that was the same PSA they're spreading. And I looked into that myself. And no, they don't do share lending on my platform that I deal with. MetaMaterials looking bullish. MetaMaterials Samsung partnership. Are you kidding me right now? Okay. I gotta look at this. This is so crazy. Samsung is a massive company. Holy smoke, that is massive. Okay, so this is from 2019. but it still is relevant because I didn't even know that they had a deal with the Samsung. That means they have a relationship. Okay, people are saying, "Oh, it's from 2019." Yeah, but this doesn't disprove that there is no relationship. There is a working relationship with Samsung. They've dealt with each other in the past, meaning there's a potential for future deals. And why would they deal with another company that, they're the only MetaMaterials company in town or in the game? Transparent sensors. So it says here in 2019, MetaMaterials partnered with Samsung's Advanced Institute of Technology team to develop transparent fingerprint sensors suitable for next generation smartphones and tablets. There's more here. So basically, that's the summary. So they partnered with Samsung. So hopefully more will come out of that partnership. That's only 2 years now. Uh, oh my goodness! Can you imagine? MetaMaterials press release. We have a deal with Samsung next week or next month. We have a deal with Tesla next next month. We have a deal with Boeing, whoever. That's There's going to be an onslaught, an avalanche of deals with this company. It's just amazing. That's not even taking into account the medical companies, to do with blood sugar and other things, MRIs. They are really. It's like if you. I mean, what is metamaterials is comparable, I guess, yeah, to plastics but they're right in the middle. They're in the thick of the EV, technology, chip making, medical, law enforcement, military, aerospace. They could have a deal with NASA. Like the sky's the limit. Like literally, sky, not even sky. Like space is the limit. There is no limit. There's no limit for this company right now. It's amazing. Buy sell, buy sell ratio 3-to-1 hold. Okay, what does this mean? 90% of all GameStop trading days. It's being shorted to crap. Okay, wow. It's the 3-to-1. The price should be steady rising, but it's not. Orders are being touted through dark pools. Maybe, possibly. All right, so I'm going to zoom into this image and try to interpret what this means. So it's saying buy sell ratio is 3-to-1. So there's a lot more buyers and a lot less sellers. So someone made a comment and said this reminds me of uh, GameStop uh, before its close. So I'm going to take a closer look. All right, Tesla, Apple, okay, Virgin. Whereas, okay, GameStop is showing a similar thing where there's a lot of buying and very little selling. Uh, Dark Dark Pulse is showing a similar pattern to GameStop as well. And that's ticker symbol DPLS. Where's Meta? Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, it's Clover is actually. Oh, never mind, not Clover. Sophie is really shorted, or not shorted, but you have a lot of people buying into Sophie. SOFI. I'm gonna take a look at Sophie, but metamaterials is yeah, they're right. It's a 3-to-1 ratio. Sophie is got a. Let's just take a look at Sophie. I'm kind of curious to see what's going on with that. Is that a? I mean, it has been getting mentioned on Wall Street Bets. The volume is double the average, and the 52 week is between 1180 to 28. So, I mean, I could probably say the entry point is 1180, but I'm going to just be a little more cautious and say, hmm, okay, this has not been around for too long. So, yeah, your entry point, you want this at between 14 to 15. Wow, it's almost at 15. Oh my, this is really getting to the entry point. Wow, 14 to 15 is the entry point. It's only $1 away. Wow. And this will go up to 20 plus. You can tell that for 20 plus. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's the best buy or not the company best buy, but it's not the best stock to buy, but it's interesting nonetheless. Yeah, it'd be interesting to watch where this goes. Maybe this might squeeze. Could squeeze, possibly. Market cap 12 billion. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at this on Finviz then, see. Gonna do some Sophie research here. Impromptu. The and then the MMAT cell walls look similar to AMC, and yeah, so I agree with that. Definitely looks similar. Look at George Palikaris's Twitter, and then the that blog post, and then check the comments. Am I still streaming? Okay, yeah, great. This is an hour-long stream. Wow. Okay. So Finviz, I'm gonna look at Sophie. I just want to take a look. I'm just curious to see what that is. Again, if I'm not doing this live stream, I'm gonna be doing this offline just on my own. And I figure, yeah, why don't you bring some people to want to see what I'm looking at here? So Sophie, looking at we looked at their market cap already. Are they in debt? What's going on here? What's going on with this company? They're an American financial company. We have a institutional ownership is only 2.8%, so not too much. It's kind of concerning. But you've got shorts floated 41%. Again, I take that with a grain of salt. I don't really look at that seriously. RSI at 14, or I should say 32. So it's kind of closer to oversold, maybe kind of between there. But uh, performance for the week -7%, for the month -28, for the quarter -5, and for the half of the year -15%. So they're a digital financial service. Yeah, you know what? It's hard for me to say whether this is going to short squeeze. It might. It might. There's potential here for Sophie, so I understand why it's being kind of blown up on Wall Street Bets. I mean, especially since it did go from what is this, $11 to all the way at almost 30 at one point. Yeah, we'll see. It's getting too close to that entry point. I'm saying $14 to 14 to 15. That's looking like support in the meantime. It might break that support though. So just to be safe, you know what? I'm gonna say 10 to 14. 10 to 14 is probably your entry point. It could break support though, so just be careful. This, but it did touch that a few times. Looks like 3 touch points. That might be support, $14, 14 to 15. But I'm not gonna buy this stock. It's just interesting to watch. I like to track stocks. So let's look at George Palikaras, CEO of MetaMaterials, see what he tweeted today, if he did tweet, that is. He did. He tweeted. Okay. So he tweeted, that was from yesterday. I read that already. So he tweeted once today. So he's doing a good job, to be honest, because the price went down. I have to admit, I was kind of concerned. When he made those 3 tweets, it did calm me down somewhat. So today he said, very pleased to see the sector and industry category updates for Meta today on NASDAQ. So he's got a bit of Elon Musk in him, but not to the degree where he's kind of controversial and might affect the price of the stock. It's like a balanced Elon Musk, if there's such a thing. So he is that. Okay. So let's finish off here. We have the blog post from Leszek Kowalski, our favorite blog poster on MetaMaterials. He posted this 5 hours ago. This is from July the 13th. Today, question. Let me just take a sip. Do you want this research to evolve to including disruptive ventures? I voted yes already. I'm trying something new, blah, blah, blah. Let's discuss the July 6th corporate call further. So if you did not listen to it, here's the link. Some housekeeping out of the way. He wrote the following on July 5th. Did you know the government owns shares within MetaMaterial by proxy? Actually, it's a good reminder. The incubator that they located in the same incubator that they share with Tesla, is owned by the government. It's owned by the government. So they're betting against the government, the short sellers. I mean, it's one thing to bet against AMC and GME, when you have a lot of volume and a lot of people just believe in it, regular people, millions of people. But when you're betting against the government and the people, you're going to get your butt handed to you. These additional comments were made within the July 5th post. A Crown Corporation is defined as a corporation, company owned by the federal or state, provincial government. Okay, all right. This changes my perspective on the entire merger. Here's why. When you have the government involved, they will maximize their positions. That's a good point. Yeah. And they are taking a while to finish all this merger business and, sign dot the I's, cross the T's, because there's additional layers of compliance that have to be met. They don't want to uh, put themselves at risk. MetaMaterials don't want to risk themselves having a potential legal problems, or to slow down the process, to jeopardize everything they've been doing. They want to make sure everything goes according to the law, go according to the book, don't miss any details, and just be able to do what they want to do, execute their plans. So they do have a government connection, MetaMaterials. There continues to be misinformation on social media regarding Meta. So listen, government involvement by proxy does not happen. I repeat, it does not happen unless there is a tangible technology that whereby there is or will be a quantifiable impact to a new technology sector that is emerging or does not exist yet. So the metamaterial sector does not exist right now, and except for metamaterials, the company itself. The economic benefit for government is self-explanatory. So July 7th, he wrote the following: Why do I consider meta materials technology as potentially transformational? Because the manufacturing process for metamaterials does not exist, or did not, I should say. They had to invent the software, the processes, and the tools to manufacture metamaterials with semiconductor accuracy. They are not able to outsource metamaterials manufacturing. That's why they had to create it themselves, that manufacturing industry. They are pioneers in this market that is considered futuristic. They have no competitors, none. Even Apple had market competitors when the iPhone was introduced in 2007. Any organization spearheading creation of a new technology sector like metamaterials would gain government support due to the economic benefits it would produce. So they're going to save money. The government will save money as a result of their products, their technology. It would also be harder for someone to pull a fast one with that support. Execution speed of the metamaterials merger is not equivalent to picking up a coffee at a drive-through. Good point. Yeah, you can't just, be impatient, and it won't be rushed. It's not going to happen overnight. It takes time to settle this, especially it is a cross-border merger. It's a cross-sector merger. It's very complicated. I didn't realize that at first. Now I'm realizing this over time. And as you learn more things and you do research, you learn this about the company. The merger is complex because there is an international component to it. Okay, so I just said July 6th, I wrote the following: Torchlight, metamaterials. I pondered after that corporate call. Actual implication of the metamaterial tech within the market. This has the true potential of being so massive that it's almost incomprehensible. It is like you're at the ground floor with the company. Excuse me, just gotta move my computer. It's like you're at the ground floor of the company that invented plastic. So July 7th, he wrote the following: Tesla stock on July 7th, 2011 was worth $550. Uh, so how much is Tesla now? Well, we know what it went through. And metamaterials, I mean, July 7th, I think it was worth around the same price, if I'm not mistaken. below $10 anyhow. Uh, okay, so July 12th, the market cap, it says $1.13 billion sector defined energy, oil, and gas production post merger. July 13th, that's today, the sector and industry was updated. Technology, semiconductors. Merger documents were filed June 29th. Algorithms require time. We need time to update the data. We need time for all this, the value to be recognized, the algorithms to kick in. Preferred Series A shares, which I do have some. I looked at that in my portfolio. That was updated as well. It wasn't like that before, but was only recently updated. So that's good news. Preferred Series A shares associated with Torchlight dividend received in my trading account July 10th with no reference to Torchlight. New designation MetaMaterials Incorporated Preferred Series A. So July 13th was able to buy MetaMaterials options. In my opinion, even though formal merger documents are submitted, administrative tasks continue to be processed by the DTCC. This mess seems to be sorting itself out now, starting into week 3. At this point, it's like being asked to throw a football with no air in it. Everyone is waiting for the key to the locker room, or the locker with the air pump. July 15th, a virtual investor conference is taking place in private. Okay, so that's not public. I thought that's going to be public. Anyhow, you can visit the website here, accesstogiving.com. July 9th, interview took place. Have a listen. The following statement was made in the July 9th interview. Instead of inventing a molecule in the way that chemistry companies do, they invent the molecule and then they figure out where to apply this. Sometimes by accident, they invent things. Sometimes, obviously, it will take them years of development to perfect something. In our case, we use computers and algorithms that solve equations, and we create unique metal and plastic compositions. Okay, I'm having a hard time to wrap my head around what does a metal and plastic hybrid look like or feel like. And those at the nanostructure behave so differently, you can program a function into your material. Okay, this is sci-fi to me. In my opinion, listing on NASDAQ allows the organization a jump off point to be able to explore new growth opportunities. July 9th, interview provides a more in depth perspective, also focusing on investor presentations is a positive development. The most critical part will be communicating the technology platform in a way that they will understand. Let's talk about their technology platform further. AI design? What? What is artificial intelligence? Think of your grandmother breaking bread. Okay, where are you going with this? Several companies approach you and ask if they can bake your grandmother's bread themselves so more people can enjoy it. You do not want to share your grandmother's bread recipe with anyone. You don't trust anyone with the recipe, so you decide to build your own digital baker. The digital baker becomes the custodian or the protector of your grandmother's recipe. So think of giant robot. I'm thinking of like Hugo for some reason. It knows which ingredients and what quantities to use. You decide to share all your grandmother's recipes with your digital baker. Then you decide to build a few digital assistants to help the digital baker. You contact each of the companies that approached you that wanted the grandmother's recipe, and you advise them you will send them one of the digital assistants to their facility. Licensing. Each assistant will only communicate with your digital baker, and all the recipes and knowledge stay with your digital baker. Great idea. The digital baker can also adapt. One of the companies asks for not only chocolate to be added to your grandmother's bread recipe, but they also want to add icing from her pumpkin pie recipe. Okay, I'm getting hungry now. Your digital baker knows how to adapt the recipes to achieve that request and retains all the knowledge. Again, does not share the knowledge with anyone and builds on the knowledge. This is AI. The digital baker, the computer, is able to sense, reason, act, and adapt. Wow, this is real. What? Your grandmother's recipes and recipe variations or algorithms are the steps for the digital baker, the computer, to use as reference points to create design or to create or design more complex types of breads, cakes, aka materials, based on new requested features or equations. For example, a cake being half spongy and half dense functions. Okay, such a wild analogy. Here are some initial thoughts. The following is based on speculation. There was a comment made about prototyping materials for OEM customers, which made me think, okay, I don't know what OEM stands for. I'm going to look that up. So, in my opinion, products being produced today potentially may not just be focused on generating revenue. They may be part of a sophisticated proof of concept for the AI design system and its other capabilities. So, OEM stands for Original Equipment Manufacturer. Okay. There is potential unprecedented value and revenue generation that may result from utilizing the AI design system when executing a licensing model strategy with added benefits such as lowering overhead costs. So that's AI design. Off topic, the SEC Rule 10B 21 is an interesting read if you have a chance to review it or a chance. I will be going into more depth on MetaMaterials in the July 6th corporate call in future posts. I also plan to try something new in one of my future posts and see what you think. All previous posts can be found in the archive section, and he will continue posting on MetaMaterials, and that's really good. This is a great blog. It's only getting better. So thank you very much, Mr. Kowalski. So that's all I have for today. Wow, what a day. I can't edit, but I can't fake my excitement. It's just I'm very excited for what is in store with this company. It's been difficult. How many weeks has it been? It's only been like 2, 3 weeks. I don't even know if it's really been that long, but oh wow, this has been quite a ride. And you know what? AMC and GME, that was a 6 month ride. Metamaterials, probably another 6 months to a year, maybe. Like I said, 9 months, like a baby. Yeah. So this has been around as metamaterials now for when it was $10. When was that? It's been less than a month, right? So I don't know. What's showing up here is July 6th, maybe. Does that make sense? No, June 21st is when it exploded there, and then it went through that. Okay, it was probably around June 25th. I think it was June 25th when it became public. So it's only been hasn't even been that long. It's only been less than a month. So it's been about 3 weeks. About 3 weeks now. It's been an exciting ride. You know what? This stock has got a lot of. It's got a still has, still has a battle, an upward battle ahead of it. Um, was at $20 just 3 weeks ago, or not 3 weeks, about a month ago, just less than a month ago. It was at 850 back in February 16th. It hit $3, just under $3, April 20th, and now we find ourselves touching a new level of support that's not below three, but it's looking like 350 is really the support level. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. So as for me, it's been an exciting time covering the stock market with you and Reddit, Wall Street Bets, MetaMaterials, Twitter, FinViz, and all that jazz. So thank you again. Appreciate the support. The new subscribers, a thumbs up. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You don't have, if you don't like the video, thumbs it down. Just let me know what you think. Send me your comments and all that. And what do you think I can do to improve? What you liked, what you didn't like, and maybe some stocks you like. Maybe you want me to cover those and look at the support levels. I was taught by Quick Fingers Luke from his videos, not like one to one, but from his videos. I pretty much studied his videos kind of religiously in terms of the determining where's true support, where's true resistance. And again, he simplifies it to such a degree that even a 5-year-old can understand it. So, I mean, you do have many different uh, algorithms and different methods people use to do their technical analysis. I just find it is way too dependent on um, people are too dependent on these algorithms. And when you really simplify it, you break it down, a lot of these algorithms, a, a lot of the time are wrong. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you for your time again, and I appreciate all the support. So I'm just going to close with God bless you all and God bless your investments. Apex Investor signing out. See you tomorrow or whenever. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see.